JB coming, JB coming, JB coming, JB coming. Let's get down to the nitty gritty. Let's get down to the nitty gritty. JT coming, JB coming, JB coming. What's up, my people? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, my people? What's up? I got a lot to talk about today. I got a lot to talk about today. I really do. I have a lot. I really got one thing to really talk about that's really bothering me because it's my friend that's going through something right now. So I'm gonna make sure that I'll be able to see all the notes that I have took. So I have to turn on the light. I always do that, turn on the light and forget that it's so damn bright. Um, yeah, we're gonna talk about this because, like, at this point now, I am so sick of Papoose and Remy. I am. I'm serious, and that's a shame. It's a shame. Hold up. JB coming, JB coming, JB coming, JB coming. Let's get down to the nitty gritty. Ah, JB is here, y'all. Good evening. I hope everybody had a lovely day, a blessed day. It was cold today. It was extremely cold outside today. Okay. All right. It was cold today. So, first and foremost, let's praise God for us being here today in 2026. Um, January is almost over with. What's up, people? I love y'all. Hope y'all had a blessed day today. I want y'all to know that I invited a new member to our member, and I didn't invite him to come live right now because we're not. It's not about him having to express himself, but it's just I invited him into our group just to let him know that he has a group where he doesn't have to worry about people judging him and nothing. So I invited Honey Supreme to our group. So when he does come in, ladies, we give him a welcome because I invited him to our group because our group is about unity. Our group is about being there for each other. Our group is about encouraging each other to take greater steps in life. So I feel and felt that Honey Supreme don't have good people in his life today. So I invited Honey Supreme to come into our group and to our live. I've been talking to him off and on today while I was at work, and I just let him know that this group it's not about exposing him, it's not about wanting to expose him, and that's why I didn't put him on the panel. That's why I didn't go stream because I didn't want him feel like he had to come into our group and tell us about himself and tell us what he's going through. If he wants to share that, that'll be his own. That'll be on his own time. But I invited Honey Supreme to our group to embrace this young man and to embrace this black brother because, like anybody else, everybody needs somebody to feel comfortable and making them feel comfortable and good about themselves because we all sinners, so we're not judging anybody. So I'm not gonna have Honey Supreme come on live right now or tonight, maybe some other time when he's ready to do that, but we're not interested in him. We're interested in what he's going through as far as encourage him to take greater steps to make his life better. But if I was to ever do a live interview with him, it won't be where it's about exposing him or trying to know his business and nothing like that. I embraced him as our young brother today, growing up in society. I embraced him because he's a gay man and I'm a gay woman, so I embraced him on that level too. But I also embraced Honey Supreme because I want him to know for a fact that he has a group that he could come in when he feels like he could be vulnerable, and he don't have to worry about people judging him for being vulnerable, because we all vulnerable at one point in time, and we all need a cry, because sometimes it's a good cry to get all the attentions that are inside of us out. So ladies, I did invite Honey Supreme to our group, because it's not just a woman's group, because when I do my just woman's group, it'll be on Twitter. So I want y'all to follow me on Twitter under Jamaican Leo. So when I start doing the group on Twitter, it'll be the women's group, the empowerment of women. But this group right here is for everybody, and it's for people that feel comfortable within themselves, so they can be a family right along with us. So, Honey Supreme, if you are willing and you want to say anything in the comments, you can. You can introduce yourself to the group. I didn't bring you live because at this point, I just feel like you can express yourself through words. You know what I'm saying? And when it's time for us to go live, when it's time for me and you and I to go live, I'll do it on stream. Right now, I'm on my laptop and I'm just on YouTube to address the group like I do every night. But Honey Supreme is one of our new members, ladies. So when he do come in here, show him some love and respect. And it's not, we don't really care what Tommy has to say about this young man, because this young man is human. He goes through changes in life like we all do. So I just wanted him to know that he does have an internet family, and this is the group: 2 up, 2 down, 757. Okay, the group for him to feel comfortable and feel welcome and feel that he don't have to hold back or he's going to be judged. You're in the right group. So anytime you feel like you want to pop out in the comment, Honey Supreme, you are more than welcome. But I won't go live with you until first of all, I'm not going to go live with you until you're ready for that, because really I'm not trying to expose anything from you, and I don't want anything from you. I just want you to know that, for you to have a peaceful state of mind and feel like you don't have to hide on the internet, because every time you go on the internet, somebody's judging you. This group is not about judging. Our group is about unity, sticking together, and helping each other. Okay, Honey Supreme. So, ladies, we're going to give a shout out to Honey Supreme. Thank you for joining our group, and know that you are more than welcome. You're more than welcome to tear up the messages and everything. But Honey Supreme, you got a family within this group, and the name of the group is 757 2 up 2 down VA all day. We'll love you and we'll embrace you, and we're not interested in what other people say about you. It's up to you to tell your story. But this group is to let you know that you are not alone, and we stand with you 110%. Okay, Honey Supreme, shout out to you, my dude. Shout out to you, new friend. Okay, ladies, let's get down to the nitty gritty. I just think that this is what I'm about to talk about right now, as this is about my friend, and Clarissa Shields is my friend. Okay, not because she's the greatest woman fighter alive, it's because she's my friend. Okay, that's my friend, and I care about her, and I care about what she's going through. So we're getting ready to talk. Uh, we're getting ready to talk about it, so y'all know exactly what's going on. Uh, my knee is definitely swollen. I wish y'all it's trying to go down. It's still swollen, but it's because the cold weather is making it extremely sore, and I have to go from work to therapy, so it'd be definitely sore. But anyway, it's not about me, it's all about us. But I'm getting ready to talk about my dearest friend, Clarissa Shields, because at this point in time, Remy Ma and Papoose need to be exposed. Okay, now let's make it very clear. Okay, I can see now. Let's make it very clear. Clarissa Shields is one of my dearest friends. Okay, and what's going on with her right now to me, um, I think it's fucked up, because first and foremost, regardless, okay, let's make this clear. Remy Ma and Papoose, right? They're going through a fake ass divorce, which they're not. They're not even divorcing each other. Okay, it's a scam. Okay, so Remy Ma and Papoose are playing like they're going to do a divorce and everything. Okay, let me just paint the picture for them. Remy Ma is like what 8,000 K back in taxes, and where Papoose is $100,000 back owed in taxes. Okay, so when this is before Clarissa and Papoose started talking. Okay, Clarissa and Remy Ma used to correspond with each other on internet, where Clarissa used to ask her about, the things that she wears. She liked it, always liked it, Remy's style of clothes that she wear and stuff like that, right? So because Remy Ma and Papu owes 100,000 in back taxes, and she owes 800,000 back in taxes. So now, because they see, okay, I told you, Clarissa was interacting with Remy Ma about her style of clothing. So Remy Ma and Papoose felt the need to take advantage of this. That's when, okay, once they seen Clarissa talk in Remy inbox, okay, and Remy and her talking as friends and shit, right? They found they felt Remy and Papoose felt the need or feel the need to come together to scam Carissa. They scammed Carissa already out of $900,000. Okay? Now, let's bring it to my friend. Not to be talking bad about my friend Clarissa, but the facts is facts, and I'm a journalist, so I'm going to have to tell the facts, right? Okay, so we all, at one point in time in life, have mental issues, right? So do Clarissa Shields. I mean, when a person, I don't come from a dysfunctional background, and my parents and my grandparents and my great grandparents and my godmother, my sisters, my brothers, my cousins, we all love each other. So I didn't come from, I never knew not to be loved because my family love each other. But some people aren't privileged enough to have good parents and good raising and stuff like that. So um, as we can see that Clarissa Shields' family is all about, some of them are about greed and trying to come up off and getting on the internet telling lies about what's going on in her life just to get some views or just to get some money for an interview. But at some particular time in life, you got to realize people have. That's why I said you never know what people's mental state of mind be when people try to beat them down, when people try to judge people. So Clarissa Shells do have uh, mental issues, not crazy mental issues like depression, and she has seen psychiatrists. We all did. I know I did. I seen psychiatrists because I had to control my anger. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a hothead Jamaican. So if you tick me the fuck off, I'm going 0 to 100 on your ass. And I black out. So yes, I had to go talk to a psychiatrist and do my anger management and understand how to control my anger. But with Clarissa Shields, I don't know what the things, because she's been used and I don't own the rights to this music, but you know what I do. I own the cost to be the boss up in here, so I'm gonna play it anyway. But yes, I don't own the rights to this music. But with Clarissa Shield, my friend, it's okay. But let's get down to the nitty gritty. Okay, Papoose. and Remy decided to act like they was fighting and getting a divorce. So actually, Remy Ma sent Pat Poose to go after Clarissa Shields because it's all about the money. And I just told you, Remy's 800,000 back in back taxes, and Pat Poose is 100,000 back in taxes. So their plot and plan was for Pat Poose to act like he liked it and wanted to be with Clarissa Shields, and all the while, him and Remy Ma has been playing this game, scamming this game all the while. Now let me just give you some deal. So Pat Poose comes into my friend's Clarissa Shields' life, right? And Pat Poose, since he's been in Clarissa's life, he owns a record company called Win Record Company. Okay. So remember when they said Clarissa Shields signed a deal for $8 million? The $8 million deal that she signed wasn't for Papoose is not her manager as far as boxing, okay, but he's her manager as far as her signing that $8 million contract to his Win Record Company, okay. But listen to the deal that he made. The deal that Papu made to get Carissa to sign the $8 million contract to be on his record company called Win Records, right? Check it out. Now it's a 360 deal. Okay, and I'm gonna break it down what a 360 deal means. A 360 deal means she has to give 4 fights. She has to give 4 fights and one album to Win Records, for Win Records, in order for her to get the $8 million. See, that was a con to get her to sign those paperwork. Okay, so she signs the paperwork for Win Records. So on the contract, it states that you got to now. What do her fighting career have to do with her signing a contract for the record company? Okay, excuse me, y'all. I love you too, heavy hitter in the back. God bless you. God bless you, beautiful. And thank you, baby, because this is who I am, and I don't get up on live and try to be something that I'm not. This is who I am. You got to accept me for who I am. So I definitely have a good heart, and thank you, sweetheart. And I appreciate you just as much as you appreciate me. Okay. I love you for that, baby. So Clarissa Shields finds and I'm gonna get into that after I finish talking this story about my dear friend Clarissa Shields, because I am so perturbed about how people feel that they can use other people for their hard-earned money because you don't have the authority to make your own money. Okay, because if Remy Ma was so worth $2 million, bitch. First of all, let's make it clear. Remy Ma is not no rapper. Okay, yeah, she made one rap song. I'm conceited. I got a reason. Or she hopped on that Terror Squad. She got 16 verse on this Terror Squad, that song that she made with Fat Joe. But let's make it clear, Papoose never he's an underground rapper, and if you're from New York, I'm from New York. So if you know about underground rappers, yeah, they do make money, but they not. Papoose ain't never made the charts on rap career, y'all, and y'all know it if y'all followed him. Okay, if you know of him, he's an underground rapper that never made it on the mainstream of hip hop rock. Okay, yes, he's a definitely good artist, but he's not a mainstream artist like Little Baby. or the baby or Kodak Black, or I'm naming all my all the ones that I like, or even little Bow Wow's mainstream. Okay, but Pat Poose made this deal for the 360 deal. What he did was he had Clarissa sign a contract to give 4 fights in one album in order for her to see any to receive that $8 million. Okay, she got a little bit of money for signing the contract, but she didn't get the whole $8 million. Okay, so because my black sister is highly and vulnerable and in love with Papoose, or thought she was in love with Papoose, she allowed Papoose to sign her to his record company. Now, this is where your mouth is going to drop. Papoose signed her to the record company, right? But check this out. He has a life insurance on her, because when I'm those that don't know this, if I signed you to my record company, that means that's why every person should know this and not sign themselves to a record company, and make sure you read the fine prints. Okay, when you sign yourself to a record company, that means that record company takes a life insurance out on you. Okay, puts a life insurance out on you, because if anything ever happened to you, they're going to collect life insurance off of you. Okay, so Pat Pools had Clarissa sign this $8 million deal, which he knows damn well that he don't have $8 million to give her, but he put a life insurance out on her. So the life insurance is stating where, what they did. Remember how they was trying to do Wendy Williams, and how her family, I mean, these fake people that was saying that she was crazy, and they was trying to what's the fucking name of the bank that was trying to, TD Bank was trying to take her money and hold her money, and put a hold on her money. Remember, and tried to put Wendy Williams up in a mental hospital, trying to say she was crazy because they was trying to steal all her money. And she finally got, thank God that she finally got her own privileges back and her own establishment back. But this is what's going on with Carissa Shields. Okay, because now I stated that Carissa Shields has her own depressions and mental, I can't say mental disabled, because we all mental disabled when we are in our depression. And just because you go see a psychiatrist don't mean that you're mentally crazy. It means that you are that you are wanting and willing to get help and talk about the issues that make you depressed. Okay, so what Remy Ma and Papoose is trying to do now is, Papoose is hiding behind the scene doing dirty shit, okay? Making sure he cross all the T's and dots all the I's, so he could try to take advantage of Clarissa and her money. Okay, so what he's doing now, what's going on is Remy Ma and Papoose is really scheming and scamming on this woman. Okay, they got Remy Ma keep going at her in public eyes, and making comments and making videos, because they want Clarissa to continue to react, so they could so Papoose could try to say, oh, she's out of control, we need to put her in a mental hospital, because he has the authority to do that now, because she signed the record contract. So what they're trying to do is trying to make her look crazy in the public's eyes for loving a fucking married man that is scheming and scamming on her. Papoose was sent to Clarissa by Remy. Okay, so now they're trying to play these games with Clarissa by trying to have Remy and her to argue, and it look like she's going after Remy, because Clarissa's gonna always clap back. Okay, if you fuck with her, she's not just like any other person. She's gonna clap back. If you fuck with somebody and you talk shit to somebody, you only people that don't talk shit back to you are cowards. She's not a coward. So what Remy Ma and Papoose um, is trying to do is trying to make Clarissa look crazy in the public's eyes. So when it's time for Papoose to play like she's crazy, he can put her in a crazy house and take access of her money. So that's why um, we have and been giving our opinions to my friend and had told her to make sure her lawyers are you know making sure things are correct and making sure Papoose don't have that authority to do anything to her. You feel me? Because it's a shame. It's a shame that Papoose and Remy Ma is playing in our eyes and playing in our faces, making us think that they going after, they want a divorce, and actually they don't. Because first and foremost, if you go to public records and look up Remy Ma, if you know her real name, if you know Papoose' real name, and look up their divorce, there is none. And the only reason why uh, Remy Ma sent Papoose after to act like he liked Clarissa is for her money because she's 800,000 back in taxes and Papoose is 100,000 back taxes. So that's what's going on, and that's why Remy and Papoose has been scheming off of my friend, off of Clarissa. Okay, so it's all a scheme, and it's being exposed. It's being exposed to where now Papoose is acting like he's trying to cut off. He's trying to cut off, acting like he broke up with her and all that thing, and that will be a good thing for him to do. If he do break up with her, goodbye, because she doesn't need you to be around. And second of all, you are a distraction. You are a fucking distraction, Papoose. And let me just say this, Papoose, as a New Yorker, man, bruh, I grew up with you, around you. I grew up listening to your underground music. I've been to a lot of underground, you know, how we do down in the underground and listen, you go to the parties and everything. You're a good artist. And I thought that you was a good man, but thoughts comes from not knowing. You know what I'm saying? And that's like an assumption. If I assume something, I make an ass out of myself. You know what I'm saying? So I thought, and thoughts comes from not knowing that you was a good person, Papoose. But now that I see what is going on and I see what y'all trying to do to my friend, Clarissa's my friend, and she's not my friend because she got money. She's my friend because I've been following her and I've been a friend of hers. When she was an Olympian, I was her friend. You know, when she won all the gold medals and being in the Olympics, I was her friend. So I didn't just become her number one fan. I've been her number one fan. But to see you and Remy Ma try to take advantage of this woman because of your greed and you want her to pay your back taxes and you trying to use her and now you trying to send Remy to keep fucking with her in the public so y'all can make her look crazy in the public's eyes. That's fucked up. That's fucked up. And because now, thank God for messy bloggers. And at this time, today, I give not the bloggers on YouTube that tries to throw shade at my brother. I'm talking about the celebrity bloggers that follow celebrities and expose the shit that goes on in celebrity life. But I just feel like this. Papoose and Remy is playing in our faces about they want a divorce and all this shit. Actually, they don't. They are scheming and they are using Clarissa for their money bank. Okay? And Papoose is playing like he loves. No, he don't. He had no concern whatsoever about um, being a boyfriend or whatever to Clarissa. It was all a scheme him and Remy Ma has been plotting. This was a premeditated scheme between Papoose and Remy. And when, like I said in the beginning of this video, um, Clarissa used to and Remy Ma used to interact with each other through emails and on Remy like actually giving her advice about dressing and style clothing and stuff like that. And that's when the light went up, went on in Remy's head. I'm gonna send Papoose after her so we can con her out of the money so we can get all her money and pay our their taxes, their back taxes. And that's what Papoose been doing, because since Papoose never was in the public eyes, even when he was with Remy, he was always the back soldier, the quiet nigga that stood let Remy dominate the whole relationship. So he never really said anything. So now he hit a come up. And Remy said this in one of her videos. Yeah, Papoose got to come up. He got to come up, and I'm going to let him, do what it do. And what she meant by that, yeah, she sent Papoose to go after Carissa. And so now they're playing her. But now, for the celebrity bloggers, they're putting it out there. They're putting it out there how it was a premeditated plot for Remy and Papoose to scam Clarissa out of her money. They already got 900,000 from her. Papoose already took 900,000 from her. Okay, so now that's why my dear sister Clarissa made that statement yesterday that when she was working out in the gym, she said she's ready to fight anybody, and that means Papoose. And that means she'll fight Papoose, because now that she's knowing and understanding what's really going on. He don't love you. They've been playing on you, and they've been playing on you to get your money. So now that she knows this, and now that she has to give that one album, and then she has to give 4 fights in order for her to get the $8 million month, 8 million that the Win Records that Papoose owns has to give her. So I just want her, and like I told her, I'm always there for her no matter what. I don't give a fuck about your money. My family got money. If I was ever in need for money, I have a mother and a father and a grandmother and great grandparents and godmothers in Jamaica to send me money. So I'm never nobody's friend for what they got. But that's my friend, and I care about her well-being. And that's sad to the point how low and how much of a loser that Remy Ma and Papoose are, that you got to use this woman, regardless to what she's thinking. She's standing up for her love for Papoose, and all the while Papoose and Remy's been playing on her. So now y'all trying to make her. You got Remy trying to come at her in the throwing shade all the time at her just so she can react to it, so they can try to say, "Oh, Clarissa's crashing out." That's crazy. You playing on somebody. She worked for her money. Her boxing career is her job. Me, my job is my job. My 9 to 5 is my job. Everybody's got jobs. Okay? People that sit on the internet and just want to be losers, and that's not a job. A job is somebody that's working. Clarissa's job is being a boxer, a professional woman's boxer. Number one at that, the GOAT. But to have two losing ass motherfuckers that don't have no kind of career and don't have no kind of income coming in to play on somebody's down, to play on somebody like that. That's crazy. So what I want y'all to do is tell me how y'all feel in the comments about this. I brought it to your attention what's going on, because y'all know how I do. I talk about everything in the public. I just don't think it's necessary for us to have to talk about that nasty, disgusting road rat that looks like a damn weasel with a wig on. We don't have to talk about Tommy the Gossip, because he's a nobody, still struggling, trying to get my brother to argue with him. But we all know about Tommy the Gossip. We all know that he's a liar. We all heard the recording. So if he wants to keep trying to use Albo Doodled on somebody, if he wants to think that that's going to get him to get people to we're not Tommy the Gossip is we're gonna flush Tommy the Gossip down the toilet because right now he's just right now. I thanks for the love in the back. Right now he's nobody to talk about. Thanks for the love, ladies in the back. I love y'all. I hope y'all had a blessed day. Tommy the Gossip is nobody to talk about. Tommy the Gossip has no reason to talk about anybody. And look at him. He's every day he's in dirty ass shirts, dirty ass bonnet, miserable as fuck. You know, we're not doing that. He's not important. So blah blah blah, black sheep. You know what I'm saying? So we already know he's obsessed and he's mad because everybody else is growing but him. Okay, so we're not going to talk about that fucking weirdo. And and that's what he's trying to do. He's trying to get my brother to continue no, Abel said what he said yesterday, and that's it. Ain't no more. Let me give Tommy some attention. Let me say this about. Ain't no more of that. He said what he had to say, and that's it. Ain't no more of that. He's not. He's above. He's over your level. You below his level. So he's not gonna. He's not gonna put crumbs on your table so you can just sit up there. Oh, Alba, let's talk about Alba, and we're gonna talk about him. Shit, and I'm still gonna do the interview. Go do what you gotta do. We ain't mad at you, bro. Go do you fucking black crow face looking nigga with a wig on. You miserable. You miserable. And now you clout chasing. Talk about obsessed with you. Why would he be obsessed with you? Look at you. Do you see Tommy the Gossip? Do you see what you look like? Do you understand you make the word you ugly? You ugly, nigga. You ugly. You ugly. Your face is ugly. Your attitude ugly. Your life is ugly. You just a ugly, miserable nigga with a dry ass Judge Judy wig on. A golden girl wig on, you weird ass nigga. You trying to get my brother to argue with you. You trying to get Honey Supreme to argue with you. And like I told my two friends, I told my brother and I told my new friend not to feed into you because that's what you need, a storyline. You need storyline. Now, who's going to sit the whole year of 2026 arguing with a fucking bed bug with a fucking thirsty ass wig on or a musty ass bonnet on, wearing dirty shirts? Not go wash your clothes. Go do something productive. Go get your bed fixed, Mister. I got all the money in the world. You are a miserable lying asshole talking about your friend took you out. Like, bro, you ain't got nothing better to do on your birthday. I thought you was going to Miami. Let you tell it. But you still on the internet trying to get Honey Supreme and Alvo to argue with you because you don't have a storyline. They're not gonna do that. You belittled. You below them. You below them. You know, at this point in time, everybody sees straight through your bullshit. Everybody see you out here reaching. You trying to act like you're important when you're not. So we having an open room tonight, and ladies that just came aboard. We have a new member to the group. I'm not gonna put him on. I'm not gonna put him on live because at this point, right now, I don't want him to feel that we want him in our group because we want to know all his business and whatever. But we have a new member, and when he does feel comfortable to come and start interacting with us in the group, he's a new member, and that's Honey Supreme. I've been talking with him all day today when I was on my lunch break, and I welcomed him to our group, y'all. And I'm only repeating this because y'all just came into the line. I welcomed him to our group, y'all, because of the simple fact our group is not about badging. It's not about belittling. It's not about wanting to know other people's business so we can grow, so I can get the views and hit the likes and hit the subscribe button because I'm exposing his business. No, I embraced him to our group because I want him to know, we all are vulnerable at one point in time, and we all go through our own mental depressions and on things when our bills ain't paid or frustration, whatever. But I wanted him to know that the reason why I welcome him so strongly in our group because everybody needs a positive place to go in life so they can feel comfortable being their self and being loved and being embraced. So I embrace Honey Supreme to our group. So when he does come in, y'all, we show him the love like we show in everybody in our group. And I wanted him to know he has an internet family. So when he does get vulnerable, he needs people to talk to, and they're not going to judge him, and it's not going to take his story or what he's going through and use it for views. So he's our new member of the group, and I told him that he's more than welcome, and when he's ready to come into the live and greet us, it'll be on his time. The only reason why I didn't bring Honey Supreme on board to live is because I want him to fill the group out, because we're not thirsty to know. We concerned if he's in good health, but we're not concerned about, oh, tell us what's going on in your life. Is you on drugs? Is you going through this? Did you get arrested? Do you? No, it's not about that. It's about embracing Honey Supreme as a human being and letting him know that he has a new internet family that's going to embrace him and show him love and let him know that we are here to embrace each other, to help each other accomplish our goals, or to help each other get through the day, or to help, just it's not about begging nobody for no money in this group. It's not about sending money. No, it's not. Everybody got their own ways of him doing their group. Our group is not about that. It's not. I never asked y'all to send money to a cash app. All I ask you is like and subscribe, because I want you. I want all of us to know that we have to be able to go somewhere to get a peace of mind. See, my peace of mind and my peacefulness is my house. You feel me? And I don't let people come and destroy my peace. This is my peacefulness. That's why when I get paid, all my money goes into my peacefulness. I don't need to be out in the club. I got mad clothes up in my closet. I really don't buy name brand things, because now that I know that's made in China and they sell it for $1, and they come over here and sell it for $100,000. So I do what I do. But to protect I always tell y'all to always find peace in your heart and protect your peacefulness. So that's why I embrace my brother. I'm gonna say my brother today, because Honey Supreme, I want you to know that you're gonna be loved, you're gonna be embraced. We're not here to know your business, we're not here to expose your business, but we are here to embrace you like we embrace each other. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen and members of this group, I just want y'all to know I embrace Honey Supreme to our group. He's a new member of our group, and it's not about knowing what he's going through, but it's about being there if he's going through something. Because why I reached out to him and I reached out to him is because when I first met or seen of him, it was on Instagram when him and Shamar was talking, and Shamar introduced him on Instagram on the live, and then I started. I didn't know his web page, but I started making sure I seen some of the things, follow him a little bit, but not, I wasn't following him on the page. I was just following some of the people that was posting some of the things, and when the way they kept posting how he was vulnerable and he was crying and he tells his story, and people taking advantage of him being vulnerable and wanting to tell his testimony and taking advantage of him. So I wanted him to know that this is not it. This is not that group that do that. That's why I didn't bring him on live. Okay, because I want him to fill it out and know that our group is not about judging people. Our group is not about tearing down other people's soul. Our group is not about learning your business so I can expose your business. Our group is about unity, unity. Okay, so ladies, I just want y'all to know, if y'all ever be in a group and you see Honey Supreme come out of the closet, come into the comments, it's because he's our new member of the group. And Let him know that he's loved and he has a newfound family on the internet. And that's the 757 2 Up, 2 Down group. We love you, we embrace you, and we welcome you, Honey Supreme, to a newfound family that you can be yourself. You can express yourself without being judged. Okay? Thank you. And with that said, ladies and gentlemen, I want y'all to start following me on Twitter because on Twitter, I started. I'm gonna start. My Twitter name on Twitter is Jamaican Leo, Jamaican dash Leo. Okay, and what I'm gonna do is, and that group, the group that I start on Twitter is gonna be um, a group for empowering women because we need. I started that group on excuse me, on Facebook, and I had over 10,000 women followers because that group was about empowering women. And I'm a woman, so I feel. Excuse me for 1 second, y'all. Hello. Okay. Right. I wasn't. Okay. 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 Yes, it will. It'll be, because I'm here. I'm here. I'm trying. I'm doing that. So whenever y'all ready to come, I'm so ready to and I wanted to. I wanted to say this. I didn't try to get my business yet. I'm telling you that so I was trying to get this that's why I want to express myself directly to that. Right. You too. God bless you. All right. Excuse me, y'all. I had to take care of my business, and sometimes your business don't need to be on loud on live, So yeah, I need that. I need my furniture. It's not my furniture. It's just I don't want them to play me for my. It's Let me just say this to y'all. When I ordered this game, the when I ordered that furniture. Sorry, y'all. Um, I ordered this game. I ordered this thing for my for the other room, and the game table that I ordered it got I don't know how y'all say. You know how you can plug your phone into the table and stuff. So anyway, it was my business. I had to take care, and I just didn't want to talk about it on live. Um, but Yeah, just back to what I was saying. Um, I just wanted, uh, I just wanted, damn it, Honey Supreme to know that he has a newfound family on the internet, and he's more than welcome to express himself. He's more than welcome to say what he needs to say. I don't care how you say it, but just know, thank you, sweetheart. Just know, thank you. Just know that we don't bully anybody in here. We and it's not about bullying. It's not about bullying nobody in here. We don't do that. You know, sometimes let me just say this. You know, because I just got this text from Clarissa. Let me just say this. Sometimes, um, I know, people be wanting to act like they're bloggers, and people want to act like they know so much. But let me just say this. Please let me just say this, y'all. I am sometimes y'all people that's trying to be bloggers and trying to live life through other people and what they're doing. Because if you ever notice, every time Alvo posts something, you got this fucking fat bastard white dude that every time Alvo posts something, he's got Alvo's live don't even be finished and he's reposting it. So sometimes y'all need to step the fuck back. Y'all fake ass bloggers needs to step the fuck back, because that's not content creation. What you doing? What you doing is copywriting somebody else's walk of life. Okay, so sometimes y'all need to step back, and why I say that is because y'all are the ones that bring people through mental downfalls. And why I say that, because how the fuck could y'all be sitting in your house all day long, lazy, don't go nowhere, don't live life, but sit on the internet and think that you know everything about somebody's life and then post about it? And then you take somebody's content and think that you could just analyze it and say, oh, Alba had on a green shirt today. Oh, I didn't like that shirt. What y'all think about it? How dare y'all? Sometimes y'all need to step back. And I think the cowards that do that, and this goes for every last one of you with an exception, but sometimes her too. So I'm gonna say every one of y'all fake ass bloggers, sometimes you need to step back and stop trying to think that you reposted somebody's shit, somebody's content. Just like when Kylie put his content up, just like when Clue put his content, just like when Albert put his content. Stop stealing people's content and thinking that you're a fucking philosopher or you're a fucking doctor and you analyzing what the fuck they do in life and you can't even get your motherfucking life together. Stop trying to tear people down because you feel some kind of way in life, because you feel that you can't come out the bubble of misery that you're in. Stop doing that. You know what I'm saying? Stop trying to say, "Oh, let's copy." Oh, I will put it together tonight. Yeah, let's copy. Let's take what Alva's take. Let's take Alva's content. Everybody already watched my black brother. Everybody already watched Honey Supreme. Why take their fucking content and take it to your benefit and make fun of it or try to live life through them? At least, regardless to what these gentlemen, and because they all gentlemen, to my brother Alvo, to my friend Honey Supreme, to Khalid, that's a man, to Clue, that's a man. Okay, these are all men that's trying to live their life. And who are y'all to sit on the motherfucking internet every day, all day, do nothing but repeat his content, their contents? Like y'all, like who the fuck are y'all to analyze it? Why y'all ain't analyzing your life? You know why you're not analyzing your life? Because you are not excited. At least these men are taking new and trying to take better steps and greater steps in life while y'all sitting on the internet trying to live life through them, stealing their content, trying to get your supporters to feel like you feel about a person. How could you don't know these people? Or you know, oh, let's steal their content so I can make views. Get those views up, get the views up, y'all. You had one particular blogger gonna tell Alvo, Alvo, I'm watching your live now. Come to my live, Alvo. Come to my live, Alvo. So you could be on my live and get my views. What? Like, are you crazy? Are you cool? Like really? You got to try to live life through other people's life. That's you know what? You know what? People will respect y'all more if you talked about yourself sometimes. If you talk about the shit that you're going through, instead of being on the internet all day long, recopying and reposting somebody else's content. You miserable. That's why y'all sit underneath that motherfucking faggot with the wig on because he's miserable. Y'all don't have a life. You try to live life and make up lies about other people that's showing that they live in life and you get mad about it. Alvo's viral. Everything he touch, he goes viral. Okay, just like you got one person trying to prove that he was on TikTok, and I don't see on Twitter. I don't see him go viral. He's viral. You posted something that he just started, but you're not posting the fact that he's viral. But you went on his post because he just started his Twitter. The day that he started his Twitter, you had the audacity. And I try to spare you sometimes because sometimes you do right, but by you doing this, going on somebody's platform trying to prove that they're lying, he's not lying. I mean, what he got to lie for? He started his Twitter in 3 days. In 3 days he got 900 followers. So you don't know his. You're not gonna post from them from his first 3 days, but you post the first 3 days because he didn't post no videos, no nothing. You trying to prove what kind of point is you trying to prove? Like, make it make sense how y'all go so hard in trying to prove somebody's steps through life. Like, you know how corny you look. You know how corny you look, and then y'all cowards and y'all ashamed to show your faces, whether y'all look good, whether you don't look good. Y'all cowards and y'all scared to come in front of the camera and show who y'all really is because you ashamed of who you are because they see how dumb you look trying to live life through somebody else's steps through life. You're not God, and you know who's watching you? God. God's watching you trying to judge somebody else's life, repeating what y'all doing. Oh, we're gonna take Alva, just like Alva made a video about him receiving his bed, his new bedroom set. What do you got? You got these motherfuckers. Oh, let's put his post on my post. Like that's copywriting. That's copywriting. That's why I always say I don't have the rights to this music, but I'm copywriting their music by playing it. But y'all get up here as bloggers trying to live life and get views off of other people's steps in life. That's weird. Y'all miserable. So the whole 2026, y'all gonna be the whole year of 2026, y'all gonna be waiting for your SSI check and be keep copywriting Alva's content and trying to make it look he's doing more than any one of y'all. Any one of y'all. Y'all ain't out. I don't see not near one of you bloggers out in the field living your life. No, but y'all want to be lazy cowards and demonic demons and sit on the internet and copyright somebody else's creation of their life. Y'all mad cause Apple hanging doing this. Apple don't owe nobody no explanation, and he doesn't have to prove himself to anybody but himself and God. Same with Honey Supreme. I was gonna call him Honey Dip. Same with Honey Supreme. He don't have to prove himself. They don't have to prove themselves to us. I don't have to prove myself to y'all. You don't have to prove yourself to me and nobody else. But live life. Why take advantage of life? So all you bloggers that always think that you can blog and think that you know the answers to everybody else's motherfucking life and don't even know the clue and don't have a motherfucking level or don't even level up your life, how dare you? Stop wasting life. You wasting life. If you that miserable and you trying to prove somebody else's point. That shit freaked me out. I was like, this bitch did not just go on Alva's Twitter and try to show that Alva only have 900. That was 3 days. That was in 3 days. He got 980 people. That was in 3 days. So what kind of proof? What kind of point is you trying to make? What kind of point is you trying to make? Make it make sense that y'all sit around and wait for Alvo or Honey Supreme to make videos about what they're doing in their life. What? Who are y'all to sit back and say, "Oh, he ain't doing this. He lying. He lying." No. Why you so? Why are you? Because you know why y'all trying to live through those two gentlemen and through other people and Kylie and whoever else make videos of their life because you're not living your life. You're cowards, demonic demon cards that think that you can sit back and then start a congregational because what I say in my life, so I want other people to, oh yeah, y'all, if I hate this one, I hate that one. Do y'all hate them too? Do y'all see the dirty shoes? No, nigga. I don't ask people to hate Tommy because I hate Tommy. I hate Tommy because Tommy said he was going to do something to me and my brothers. That's what started me to hating that bastard and him trying to think that he was a bully. Now he's getting bullied. Now he wants to play the victim. But y'all get up here and try to take everything that my little brother Alvo or my friend Supreme do and try to analyze it like y'all some motherfuckers psychiatrists, like y'all got the authority to do this. You motherfuckers, the ones that keep talking bad, y'all motherfuckers are the one that really is addicted to drugs, really going through downfalls, really have medical issues, really have housing issues. You got one lady that's always copying off of Kylie, that man, and keep calling him or her. And bitch, you had an $800 light bill that you couldn't, your lights was off because you didn't pay your $800 light bill. So now you're trying to repost everything that Kylie puts up on his page. And that's a man, stupid. Stop calling that man a he or a her. Just because he got a wig on. And just because his dumb ass put motherfucking implants in his chest. That's a man. Excuse me. That's a man. But what y'all trying to do is eat off other people's steps through life. Who the fuck is you? That's why you slow hoes like you don't grow. Slow hoes like you don't grow. You know what I'm saying? Stop trying to tear down other people's souls and trying to tear down other people and make other people feel bad because they live in life and because you don't live life. Because you scared to live life. You scared to go outside and smell the fresh air and hear the birds chirp. Get your shit together. Stop reposting other people's shit and try to act like you got all the answer or you are exposing them for living life. Okay? Stop doing that. I know y'all wanna get views. Let's get some views off of Alvo's life. Alvo just posted that he just got a new bed. Let me post that on my Alvo just got a new bed, y'all. Like what? You know how old are y'all? Y'all older than Alva. I was 25 years old trying to figure it out, and he's doing a goddamn good job, with or without your permission or concerns. Leave my brother alone. Leave Supreme alone. Leave my friend alone. And the only reason why, and I'm going to say this because he's not saying, the only reason why he started his live with his probation officer is to show this coward ass bedbug that was making up all kinds of lies that this man was on drugs and this man is cracked out. The reason why he did that was to show you that he gives up clean urine. So if he was on drugs, don't you think he would be back in jail, being that he's on probation and his urine get pulled? You retarded ass weirdo that made up a lie saying that Supreme was on drugs. See, this is what y'all do. Y'all just to get a view, just to try to live life through other people's vulnerability or come ups or whatever, downfall, whatever. I feel like this. We all fall. We all fall. We all fall at one place in time. We all have fell in life, but it's the fucking strong ones that get up. That get up. Y'all try to bash my brother when he went to jail. Y'all try to bash Honey Supreme when he went to jail. Everybody in life, including you motherfuckers that is hiding behind the screen trying to live life through other people's walks of life. Y'all have problems and issues of your own. Okay, but to sit here, that's like me being a hypocrite. I'm taking everything that I talk to my brother in private about, and I take it and put it on the internet. That's being a excuse me. That's being a hypocrite, and that's being a demon, and trying to bring somebody else down because I want my platform to grow. I don't give a fuck if it grows or not. I don't care if this group don't never grow. But I know, you know what I'm happy about? That I reach and touch at least one person in this group. And if it's not and it's not me being hateful to them, it's just me embracing them. I don't care if you got money. I don't care if you don't have money. I care if you need to have somebody be there for you. I care about your well-being. I care about embracing you and help it giving you. I don't have all the answers because I don't have all the answers for myself. But I have enough. Wait a minute. I have enough. I have enough uh, uh, intelligence. I have enough goals. I have enough experience and to help people. I have my job. Where I work. I work with children of disabilities. I work with children, runaway children. I work with children that have behavior problems and issues. I work with the community of elderlies. Okay, when they're not able to go out to get food, and we make sure that elderlies are. We go to the convalescent homes and the old folks homes that they live in. I think you got to be 57 and up. And make sure that they're all right. I go to help women and women uh, abusive women that are going through abuse, domestic violent women. So my job that I go to every day and I put a 9 to 5 and punch in the clock, it's about helping the community, helping our children grow and letting them know they're not a statistic in the world today because a lot of children that I deal with feel like, oh, my father's a gangster, he in jail, so I'm gonna follow in my father's footsteps. Or my mother has 6 or 7 baby daddies. I want to follow in my mother's footsteps. This is reality I'm talking about, so I'm not downing nobody. I'm there to encourage people. When I put 110% of myself into making sure elderlies are okay. So when I leave my job, I don't just only go to my therapy and for my knee because y'all that don't know, I twisted my knee over the holiday and I'm on crutches. That's why you see crutches and everything. And my knee, it still hasn't swollen. You can see the bone right here that's out of place. So, I've been on crutches. But when I leave my job, I make sure before I come into my peacefulness, I go and check the old folks home and make sure that they're okay. They don't need anything, and they don't need me to do anything for them. So what? It's okay to embrace people. It's okay to love thy neighbor. Okay, and I feel good about doing that in my community, working with the community, working with people of needs. Because I'm like, I don't, like I said, I go see my psychiatrist too, because sometimes y'all don't know this, but I'm taking on a lot of on my own. You know, I'm taking on, I'm taking on, I'm taking on being a mother. I'm not a mother, but because the situation with my great nieces and nephews' mother being killed 3 years ago, I have to take on the motherhood for them. So, and that's stressful, and that's it's stressful because I'm still dealing with my emotional feelings on why this idiot killed their mother. They're dealing with it and still going to deal with it and going to have to deal with it for the rest of their life. And I don't have all the answers for that and for them. So yes, I do go and see my shrink and talk about it because I still hold anger in my heart and bitterness in my heart towards this murderer that got life in jail for killing my niece-in-law. Okay, so we all go through something, you know, and that's why I embrace Honey Supreme so hard today, because I want him to know, bruh, it's not about, it's about loving you and helping you to love yourself even more, and giving you advice, because I might need advice. Y'all might got advice for me. So what I don't do is feel like I have to take my baseball bat and beat somebody down. Okay, I don't do that. I won't do that. I'm not gonna do that. That's not my heart. My heart, and my mama tell you, when she had this 9 pound, 12 ounce baby over here, me, I bust my mama poom poom open. She sewed that shit up. She wasn't having no baby. She wasn't having no more babies after she had this 9 pounds, 12 ounce baby over here. She knew I was special, and she and my father and my grandparents and my godmother and Bob Marley also was my godfather. God bless the dead. But they all knew that I was special. And just to let y'all know, Bob Marley was everybody's godfather, all the children's godfather in Jamaica. So that's why he's my godfather. He's always been there for all the kids in Jamaica um, when the government killed him because he was working for peace. They took our godfather away, but my parents and them knew that I was special because I was always sitting in front of a TV, reading a book, speaking that alphabet. Uh, when I was 3 years old, they knew that something God has blessed me with, and it was my calling is to be there for the community. My calling is to be there for children of needs, and not just of money and clothes, but of needs of guidance when they can't get it in a home, when they're running away from a good home to try to become a gangbanger, or just to run away and hang out, and so we have to start setting an example for our community, for our children, for each other. You know what I'm saying? Because you're never too old to learn. Okay, and you're never too old to grow. Okay, and you're never too old to embrace each other, and say, and be a human being. Say, if you're wrong, you're wrong. Say you wrong, and make change of your wrong. But never feel that you need to be a person that have to prove yourself to somebody. You have to prove yourself to the public to be accepted. If you have to be in a situation like that, then you don't need that situation, because you don't have to prove yourself to anybody but yourself, the person you look at in the mirror, and your higher power. Because at the end of life, that's who the fuck you're going to answer to, is your higher power. God's not going to, at the end of life, God's not going to have you come to the golden gates and say, so who did you pick on, or while you was on in life? What did you do in life? That's what God's going to ask you, because that's going to determine if he's going to give you your wings or if he's going to send you to eternal fire. So you got to think about it. But I'm not preaching to you. I'm just knowing my knowledge and I'm giving it to you. So it's up to you to accept it. Okay. So I'm not preaching to you, but I'm going to let you know when it's time for you to meet your maker, and you get ready to rise up to the golden stairs. God's not going to come to you and say to you, oh, he's going to say to you, what productive thing? Love, this is my song. Faith in you, so I'm going straight. Love, through all the ups and downs. Love, for better or worse, I still will choose you first. You got to listen to some songs, but God is not going to bring you out of your body and rise you up to say, what productive thing did you do when I gave you life to live? What did you do? You're gonna go to God and say, well, I sat on the internet and I worried about what Alva was doing. I worried about what Supreme was doing. I worried about what Kylie was doing. I worried about everybody else and tried to pry on their downfalls or their accomplishments in life, and I talked about it, and I belittled them, and I didn't want them to grow, so I try to get all my supporters to hate them like I hate them. That's what you're gonna tell God, that you wasted your life that He gave you. God gave us life to live, not to sit on your ass and throw life away. Do you know that? Do you feel that? No, I know it's not going to change nothing, because you broke motherfuckers going to constantly keep reposting everything I was saying, reposting. You know, give it up. It's 2026. It's time for change. It's time to embrace. It's time. It's not the. It's time to do all of that, but it's most important. It's time to get in touch with your own inner being. It's time for you to get closer to your higher power that put us here, because we're not here forever. We're not here to be living forever. We're gonna die someday, and you got to remember, you're gonna have to face your sins. And what y'all doing now is sinning worse than what God had sent to give His Son, His beloved Son, to save our lives. Okay, y'all sit up here and y'all try to be hypocrites and try to down people because they're trying to figure their life out. How is that okay to y'all to be supporting these platforms, or sitting around bitterness and hear from other platforms? Criticizing people that's trying to live. How? Who gave you the authority to do that? And do you know that's why y'all slow hoes don't grow? Because you too busy trying to criticize other people that's trying to live life, trying to live off in their life, trying to make. For instance, I'm going to use Bad Bug. Bad Bug is trying so hard to make people feel like he feels because Avril rejected him a long time ago, 5 years ago. As a 21-year-old man, he rejected this fat bastard, this 30-year-old man. He's still angry because he's been rejected, because that's the only beef. Because how are you beefing with somebody that you keep fucking stalking and trying to, oh yeah, Al, today Al's ex-boyfriend said he did this. Today Al's ex-boyfriend said he did that. Today Al ain't viral. He only viral on TikTok. He's viral on everything he touched. Why you so trying to bring him down because you miserable? Why you trying to have other people hate him because he's living his life? I make it make sense. Y'all got to do better. If you knew better, you do better. So try listening to my live. Won't you like and subscribe? So you can be around somebody that got common sense. So you can be around. Hi, Tommy Lee. I love Tommy Lee. That's my baby. I love her. Y'all know who Tommy Lee is? Tommy Lee is that crazy. Tommy Lee is my craziest friend ever. Y'all know who Tommy is from Love and Hip Hop? Remember the one that she the one how could I Tommy's all over. Tommy be on Love and Hip Hop. Tommy be on Baddies. Y'all know who Tommy is. That's my friend too. I love her. And for instance, let me just say this. Messy Doll, let me just say this, bruh. Jamal, I'm not even gonna call you Messy Doll, because bruh, you a grown ass man. Your name is Jamal. Jamal, let me just say this. My friend Chaotic does not have to use Shamar for no motherfucking clout. Okay? Let me just say that. You definitely have to use Shamar and Chaotic for clout. Chaotic definitely do not need that motherfucking Geico for clout. Okay? He does not need Shamar for clout. Okay? If you know Chaotic, you'll know Chaotic got businesses, Chaotic got restaurants, Chaotic has a movement called Chaotic College, where he embraced other people to show them how to be better content creators, show them how to make money. So as far as Messy Doll saying that statement is bullshit. But let's make this clear. Shamar did not make up that slogan, clock it, clock it. He made a song about clock that T, but he didn't make that slogan. Okay? And I say this because it's true. Just like that word gag. Who started saying the word gag? Kaya. Kaya started saying the word gag. She didn't make up the term, but she started saying gag me with the spoon, gag. And then it went to Jason Lee from Unlock what is it? Unlock Hollywood or something like that. He started using the gag. And then you got the bad bug that's trying to copy what he sees, and he's starting to say, see how trendy our how could I say our culture, our black culture is. If we sag our pants, we got the whole nation sagging their pants. And you know where sagging pants come from? Let's make this clear. You know where people sagging their pants come from? Inmates. Male inmates that's in jail that don't have a belt to keep their pants up, sag their pants. And for grown ass men that's over the age of 19 and under, and you still sagging your pants today, is because you want men to know that your butthole's been taken. I'm telling you, any grown man is sagging their pants and they got their pants underneath their butt cheeks and got nothing but their butt cheeks showing, it's because they're gay and they want their butt cheeks to be showing. But Black culture is a trendsetter. So anything black culture do, you got other cultures, especially white culture, trying to bite off our black culture. So as far as saying that Shamar is the one that started to saying the word clock that T, no. And then when y'all do all this and all of this, it's been done. Because that's why I do this, because it's been done. It's just that when it goes to a different level or a different year, it's just done in a different fashion. So when him and Fendi made that song "Clock That T," no, they wasn't the trendsetter of the word "Clock That T." Okay, so let's just like be easy. All right. So I'm ready to go smoke. That's what I'm ready to do. I'm ready to go smoke. I'm ready to interact with my other platforms, and I'm ready to go make me some munchies. I'm getting ready to go. Look, I got the munchies so bad, so I want something sweet. So y'all know what I'm getting ready to go do. I'm getting ready to go make me some waffles. So put some strawberries on my waffle. I'm getting ready to go and just make it do what I do when I'm off of live. And I want to say I appreciate y'all that joined the live. I embraced everybody. I want y'all to embrace our newcomer when he does come to the light. I want y'all to show love to not just yourself, to your neighbor. I want y'all to know that you are beautiful, you are handsome, you are unique, and may you accomplish your goals of success or of life, or you don't have, and know that you don't have to prove to anybody. You don't have to prove to nobody on the internet who you are. Believe in yourself, and believe in yourself enough to be a better role model for your children, be a better role model for yourself. Okay. and um and know that you know everybody, we're not the same. If we all were perfect and alike, the world would be crazy, because who wants, I don't want to be like nobody but me. I look like my father, I look like my mother, I look like my brothers and sisters, but I don't want to be them. Okay. So I don't want to be nobody but me. So just be yourself. Accept you for being you. Accept you for being you in your own body. Okay. And be around people that encourage you, that make you feel good, and have your best interests. Stop forcing yourself on bad energy people. Stop forcing yourself in bad places that you're not supposed to be in, just to be accepted. All right. Um, know that you are somebody without anybody, and own that shit. Okay. And most of all, always know that me, JB, loves you and believes in you. Um, Ladies, I want y'all to start following me on Twitter, and my name is Jamaican-Leo, and it's going to be in the part in my group up there. It's going to be empowerment of women, because I see, as I look every day in society and on television or on my laptop, how women are being targeted, and um, and I mean by men, and feel like they can, just because they want to be gay men, or they in the closet and they frustrated, and they're so angry that women are taking charge of the world today and doing better things than men are doing. They're lashing out on men, and especially Blueface. I wish I could slap the shit out your goofy ass, you weird ass nigga that always feel like you can dominate women and treat women any kind of way, because you don't want people to know that you really like men. So you try to abuse women and think it's cute to come to the computer, to your fucking computer, and downgrade women. So my group is about empowering women and giving women the strength and the acknowledgement and the the information they need to become stronger and involved. So start following women. My group is going to start on Twitter. Um, Once I get the followers, y'all women just follow it, and it's gonna be the group is gonna be about empowerment of women. Okay, not that I'm trying to isolate myself from men, but I can give you advice to a certain extent because I'm not a man, so I can't. I'm not gonna think like a man. So, but I could say if I see a man or a young brother. That's in a predicament where I can say, "Hey, bro, nah, don't do that." Give you advice about it, but and help you grow from whatever mistake that you made. But to get deep, to have a group to say empowerment of men, I can't do that because I'm not a man. You know what I'm saying? But I can always give you advice if I'm the outsider looking in and I see you cross the street and you hit, you did something wrong. I can say, hey, bro, I could be that little buzz. Hey, bro, no, don't do that. Do something else. But I can give you a certain advice to a certain extent on how to grow as a man. Because I give my nephews uh, advice, at my younger nephews and my younger cousins, male cousins, advice on how to present themselves as young men growing up in society. So my empowerment for women, I get deeply involved because I am a woman and I believe in women's rights, and I walked that walk when I was younger and in college. So I believe in making sure that they know who they are as women and the rights we have as equal opportunity for women. But as far, I don't isolate myself from giving advice to men. I just don't get too deep involved in it because I'm not a man. I can't. I'm not going to think like a man. I'm not Steve Harvey in that I'll think like a man. No, I'm not going to do that. I think like a woman and I present myself as a woman. Okay. So, with that said, I love y'all and I want y'all to follow me on Twitter. And even if you're not a man, but I'm just saying, I mean, even if you're not a man, even if you're not a woman, you can still follow me on Twitter because I try to embrace everybody. I believe this is my calling to embrace people, give advice, live the advice that I give. I never try to break anybody down. I always try to bring people up because I want people to lift me up as well as I lift them up. I don't always have the answers. Just like the day I came back from Atlanta when I went up there to terrorize and to take matters into my own hands. I came back pissed the fuck off. I was so mad I was crying, and Sheila was there for me. You know what I'm saying? And so we all go through good days, bad days, and lower days. But it takes a village to help you grow and tell you it's okay. It's okay you made a mistake. Just get up, but just don't make that same mistake again. So it's okay to embrace each other, okay? So with that said, I hope y'all have a wonderful, blessed evening and sleep with the angels. You know, y'all know the reason why I stay up here for at least an hour and a half and 2 hours is because I can't sit too long with my knee. And I showed you, see my bone right here is out of place. And since I twisted it on over the holiday, I've been on crutches. So I have to get up and stretch it, walk around, stretch it out, and everything like that because it stiffens up on me while I sit like this in too long in a predicament in a position. So with that said, I'm so tired of Tasha K. Tasha K, let me just say this, and I hope you really get this message You need to mind your motherfucking business and worry about the things that you hide from your platform. You always got your nose in everybody's business, but you're never telling the public that you are an unfit mama that gave your son away to Africa because you married this African man just so he could be a citizen of the United States, and he don't give a fuck about you, and you had a baby boy by him, and you sent that baby to Africa, and you ain't seen that baby since. So sometimes, Tasha K, you need to mind your motherfucking business and get your motherfucking mind right, bitch. That's why your ass is always getting sued. Okay? Get your mind together. Get it together, ho. So with that said, people, ladies, gentlemen, I love y'all. God bless y'all. Have a beautiful evening. Sleep with the angels. Always remember, you are somebody without anybody. Believe in yourself more than I believe in you, because that's what God wants you to do. Okay, and like and subscribe, um, um, so we can build our community of love and unity, and letting people know that they got a group, a family that they can always come to when they feel like they don't have nobody else to come to. You can always come to the 757 2 up 2 down platform. Okay, so with that say, sleep with the angels, and know always remember, the battle is never yours, it's the Lord's, and go in peace. All right. And with that said, stay blessed. You understand me? I love y'all, and I'll see y'all tomorrow night. Same time, same back channel. Stay sweet, stay beautiful, stay handsome, and know that I believe in you. With that said, have a blessed night.